Question is easy. The answer is C, as you already giving that. Which of the following points lie in the region of the equation where x is greater than 1, y is greater than 1, and x plus y is less than 6? Right? If you take this is 2 comma 5, the sum is greater than 7, so it's not your answer. So both in the sense 2 comma 5 is also not there in the option. Yes, 3 plus 2, that is 5 is less than 6. That is suiting this equation which is given. This can be the answer. Now look at the next one. 6 is not less than 6. Therefore, your answer is absolutely C. C is the correct answer. Okay, that's it. Next question, everybody. Look at this. The inequality is given. An inequation. Now, you can use the options and determine that. Because options are given, you can utilize the options. That will make your job very easy. Right? Now, what can be your answer? Okay, right. Let us try to solve this question, everybody. Now, we are given with an inequation 4 minus 3x divided by x minus 1 whole square. Okay, this is greater than or equals to 0. Now, that that is saying greater than or equals to 0 is given by. Now, what solutions can be given to x such that that should be greater than or equals to 0? You give some solutions to x that need to make the equation greater than or equals to 0. Observe it, everybody. You have x in three cases, three of the situations. What? It should not be equals to 0. That should be greater than 0, because when if you are saying like the value is equals to 0 and you will be getting it as 1, that 1 will be giving that equation undefined. Therefore, that should be greater than 0. Now, what should be this value? X should be greater than 1. Okay, yes, a negative value is also the thing. X is greater than 1, and you just observe it. X minus 1 whole square, that is greater than or equals to 0. Right? So when will this be undefined? Observe it. If you take x square equal, this is greater than or equals to 0. X is greater than or equals to 1. Okay, x is greater than or equals to 1. If x is equals to 1, if you substitute 1 here, 1 minus 1 whole square is 0, and I can get it from here. X should not be equals to 1. In any option, if it's saying like x is equals to 1, I can eliminate that option, and we don't have that kind of option. Next one, you just observe it. This should be greater than or equals to 0. Observe the numerator value 1 plus 2x and 4 minus 3x. This 4 minus 3x also should be greater than or equals to 0, because if in case by any chance you are getting a negative value, denominator is always positive. Get a negative value in the numerator. That might be making this inequation that would be less than 0. Right? If you take this as greater than or equals to 0, therefore I can write this inequality as what? You can take this 3x to this side. 4 is greater than or equals to 3x. You just reterm it. You can write it as 3x is less than or equals to 4. Now x should be less than or equals to 4 by 3. X should be less than or equals to 4 by 3. And observe it, any option which is saying that x is less than or equals to 4 by 3, that can be your answer. Here you can find x is equals to less than or equals to, but here it is x equals not, only less than is given. That can be giving you the answer. Option D you can go with. Here he's saying that minus 1 by 4, and he is only talking about this things. You can eliminate three options and you're left with D. Now, what about the other one? 1 plus 2x should be greater than or equals to 0. 2x is greater than or equals to minus 1. X is greater than or equals to minus 1 by 2. These are all the possible solutions for x. Yes, x should be greater than minus 1 by 2, and it can be equals to, and this can be less than or equals to 4 by 3, and x should not be equals to 1. Now, what should be my answer? Option D is the correct answer. So, production from three-wheeler from 8,000 in 1999 to 9261 in 2002. Now, 1999 to 2002, how many years are there? 3 years are there. The time period is 3 years. 8,000. The annual rate of growth of the production of the three-wheelers. Observe it, everybody. You can compare this one with respect to the compound interest formula. Now, the growth which is happening is the growth is compounding. So first year from 1999 to 2000, yes, there would be some growth. After that, the growth would be calculated upon the 2000. That means that year's beginning value. That's how this would be in the case of compounding. So you can compare this one with respect to the compound interest formula. What do we do in the compound interest? Amount, or the value which is there finally left out, is equals to principal into 1 plus r by 100 whole power of n. Where this principal is what? The sum you are taking, the initial value. What is the initial value which is given? He's saying that is 8,000. Initially 8,000 are there, into, he's asking for rate of growth. I need to find out annual value. How many years is that? For 3 years. And he's saying that is becoming how much by the end of this 2002. That means that is same as, that is amounting to 9261 in terms of this, right? Now we can easily find out what is this R value, right? 9261 by 8000. Observe everybody, 8000, and you need to take this cube root to this side. This is 1 plus R by 100, that is 1 plus R by 100. Okay, observe it. 20 cube is going to be 8000. All of us know that 20 cube, and 9261 is somewhere around that. It would be definitely, I need to find out because percentage is also not there in the decimal values, right? Definitely that would be giving us an exact cube. So after 8000, that to the nearest value is what? 20. You can go with 21 because 21 cube, the unit digit will be giving us 1. After that, no digit is going to be. Therefore, this value would be exact, and you can find out, right? Now, this would be giving me, this is 20 cube, this is 21 cube. 21 by 20 whole cube, and the other one is power 1 by 3. I'm giving in detail. This is 100 plus R by 100. 21 by 20, right? Now 25 is this one. 521 is 105. 105 is equals to 100 plus R. What's your R value? The rate of interest, don't call it as rate of interest, that is the rate of growth is 5%, because that is compounding. We'll go with 5%. And in some cases, observe it, he would be saying from 1992, it has been, and it hasn't grown, but it got degraded. Let us take like from 8000 to it became like 1728 in the triple 1999 to 2002. In this case, it is downgraded. So what? How can I consider the formula in this case? In this case, formula is absolutely same. P of 1. Observe it. We do take 1 minus amount is equal to P of 1 plus. Plus is taken when that is. Therefore, we'll take plus. Right? If in case that is not growing, or if in case it is reducing, you will take 1 minus R by 100 in this case. 1 minus R by 100 whole power of n. So this kind of questions you would be seeing in population. I'll go to the next question. Okay, same rate of interest for investment. A woman chose to invest a sum of money, but due to fall in the interest rate, initially it was 13%. Now it was fell. Percentage is a decrease, that is decreased by 0.5%. After 2 years, at this one, remember, whenever he's saying like the interest is decreased, how much is decreased? That is 0.5%. Now why, or else what is the consequence of that? What happened subsequently? One not diminished. That tells me this 0.5% always will calculate it on the principal. Remember, now 0.5% of the money she is investing is equals to 0.5% of the in principal she is investing is 104. If in case 0.1% of the principal is 104, I can say I'll multiply this one with 2, that or this side with 2, because one side if you're making it, this is, we'll take it as an equal symbol. 2 into 0.5%, 104. This gives me 208. That is 1% of principal. If 1% is 208, what about 100%? Which that means total principal. 208, she invested 20800. This is the principal that she has invested. Now what is he asking? Calculate the compound interest on the same amount for 2 years at the rate, at the same rate if she invested in the scheme 1. Now we need to find out the rate of interest. Oh, sorry, compound interest, that is for 13%, right? 13%. To find the compound interest, we need to subtract this one from the amount. Remember, amount is P of, now 1 plus R by 100 whole power of n minus the principal. What is the rate of interest? That is 13%. 1 plus 13 by 100, you will take it as 113 by 100. That is for how many years? 2 years, minus principal is 20800. Okay, now you can go with the calculation part. This is, you can take the 1.13 whole square. This is 20800 minus 20800. That would be giving the compound interest. And read up our things, everybody. Next question, solve this. 4 years ago, he's saying that 4 years ago, the average age of a father, mother, and son was 28 years. Years and Rastunano, that is about ago, or else 4 years ago, you can take it. 4 years ago. He's saying that average, what do we have? In the average, we'll have the formula sum by number of numbers. Okay, so we'll take father as F plus mother and son. Their sum of the ages is equals to, in the denominator, you'll have 3. I'll take that 3 to this side. This is 28. And I'm going to get this as 84. Now, what if I tell you what is the present age, everybody? Present age of the family. Most of us, what the mistake that we do is, present age of the family is equals to, you will, if that is 4 years ago, you will add 4 to this number. For each person, 4 years would be included. Therefore, 3 fourths is going to be 12. I hope if you are committing that kind of mistake, because I've seen it, you need to be very careful. Yeah, 3 times of 4. So this is going to be 96, their present sum of the age. 3 years ago, the average age of son and mother is given. What is that? 3 years ago. Plus mother's age is 50. Now, what about present age of both of them? He's asking for present ages. That's why I'm calculating the present ages directly. So each person age must be added with 3. Therefore, 3 plus 3, I need to add 9. The sum is going to become 59. Then age, you also have this equation. To find father's age, subtract the equation 2 from equation 1. After subtracting, what are you left with? You're left with father's age. 96 minus 59. That is going to give you how much? 43 years. 43 years. Do I have that answer in the options? A very basic average question this is. Yeah, that's it.